Sound check a check. Alright, whoop-ow! Good afternoon. Welcome to the new month. Last month, we successfully accomplished our first BlizzCon points in the bank. Gonna need to do that for the next, for this month and the next 2 months as well. Gonna be playing quite a few arenas today. Well, by quite a few, I mean 2 maybe? Short stream today because I have to get prepared for leaving on a flight tomorrow. It's about time I get this unruly haircut also. It's wild. Okay, let's get to it. Hold on, let me make sure that my flight is tomorrow and not today. Just double check, you can never be too sure. Let's see. Today isn't June 1st, is it? Oh, crap! Just kidding, just kidding. Alright, let's play some Hearthstone.
Welcome back.
Alright, if we get a Druid, then we're picking Druid for the arena due to the quests. No Druid? Well, let's vote. No, also I am uploading something in the background, which should in theory cause this stream to lag. But so far I've sensed no problems. So maybe it's fine to do all of this. Let me know if it gets especially poor and whatnot. A lot of things going on in the background. It's been a while since we've done a arena, so I'm not sure if the automation for voting and whatnot is still like working. I might have to pull up the... Oh, there it is. Cool. We'll let the voting go on for 3 minutes. Do you regret not sitting on your rank 3? I think if I sat on the rank 3, I would have fallen to somewhere... It would have been on the verge of rank 10/11/9, 8, 12, 13. So I kind of do, but it was non-perfect information and whatnot. I think you have to place once to see like what it's like at the end. Anywho. Oh, that's right, I was supposed to say arena. Alright, and looks like Shaman is a pick. Wapow. Shaman. Here we go.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
Alright, and special notice, this one mostly goes out to you guys watching this on YouTube. I am going to take this arena a bit more like free talking in terms of usually when I do arenas, I avoid answering random questions, welcoming people on the Twitch side and whatnot. This time around, I'm just going to not hold myself back. So let me know whether that's improvement, worse, different but not bad, etc. Your feedback's appreciated. Here we go, Shaman. That's a pick. Oh goodness. Okay, we have Illidan, who is kind of fine for the stats and the effect. We have a Deathwing, who's a fun board flip at the end. Alexstrasza, I think, is probably the worst one here. So it's not that much worse. I think we flip the board with Deathwing at the end. It's kind of fun. Let's go. Shattered's good. Diddy. Against these bad cards, I'm happy to pick up a Bloodlust. Huh. Ancient Mage might be okay on Shaman. The least bad of the few, anyways. Crackle, crackle. Earthshock over the bad cards. Hex? Over Flame Tongue. Hex is top card after all. Kodo Kodo. Any way to activate Nerubian Egg. Shattered Sun, Dark Iron Dwarf. Bloodlust. That's 3 ways. Good enough for now. Mad Bomber or Hungry Dragon? It's gonna be Hungry Dragon, just off of the stats. Knight or Ghoul? I'll go with the Knight. I think Ghoul is too dependent. Zappomatic or Alpha? I'll go Zappo. Does Dingo. Bolt. Abusive is good because I have Egg, but it's good also because I have the usual stuff. The Shaman stuff. Yeah, I'll go Abusive. A large part of it is due to Egg. Feral Spirit, Lava Shock, Questing. Probably Feral. Yeah. Earth Elemental. That one's great. Spiteful or Champion? Champion is, of course, really good to lead your army of totems to victory. Also need a little bit more late game, but not that much more. I don't need more late game. Forked Lightning. It's especially good since I have a Ancient Mage. Spellbreaker is pretty good, of course. But I'll go Forked, mostly due to Ancient Mage. Pint size. I have 1, 2. I have not enough 2-drops. Wailing Soul. I do have some things that don't want to be silenced off. Also, I'm a Shaman. I go for the 2-drop. I have not that many. Another Axe. Excellent. That Bomber is pretty good here. Crackle, crackle. Spider Tank. These last few picks really shore up the deck. Do I have enough mechs to activate Tinkertown? A Zappo? 2 Spider Tank? I do not. And I have enough 3s with 2 Spider Tank, Feral Spirit, and Shattered Sun. So maybe I take Anti-Killbot to kind of stabilize at the end. I mean, 2 Spider Tank and a... It's not too bad. Being able to survive that extra bit is more important since I have a Deathwing at the end. I'll go with the Antique, I think. Yeah. Also, I have 2 axes, that's a good point. No, and an Earth Elemental to finish it off. Wow. So, good news, bad news. Let's start with the good news. I have a good curve. 2 Stormforged Axe, which is a really good card. Nubian Egg. Mad Bomber, Pint-Sized Summoner, Whirling Zap-O-Matic. That's enough 2-drops for the early game. For the egg, I have a few activators. Abusive Sergeant, Shattered Stone Cleric, Dark Iron Dwarf, and Bloodlust, and Stormwind Champion. I think that's enough to justify a Z-Egg. I have cards which aren't bad. I have some cards which are really good. Deathwing, I think, is really good. 2 Earth Elemental is really good. Makes me feel better about the Anti-Killbot since it's going to be about... this deck can fight it out in the early game and take board control, but it has some possibilities for a comeback with Earth Elemental into Anti-Killbot, into like surviving long enough to throw down the Deathwing. The Ancient Mage is usually a bad card, but I picked up Earthshock, Fork Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Crackle, Crackle. So this card might be unexpectedly good. So no serious losers in this deck, quite a few good ones. Distinct lack of Fire Elemental and Destroyer. Top 2 Shaman cards, but I think this deck will make it through without those. I'm going to give this an ambitious guess of 12 myself. I haven't played Arena in a while. Maybe if I had lost a bit more often, I would have guessed 10. 12, 10, I think those are the 2 best guesses. While you guys finish out your guessing, let me welcome the subs. We have Bimuk, Dixie, and Chase Down. Thank you for subbing. Alright, let's get to it. Five Alinity? What? 5? Really? Ugh.
Furien.
I must protect the wild. For Doomhammer. Job done.
Yeah, that's a very good curve. Axe or Zappo, depending on what's better. Oh, chow.
My greetings. Greetings, friend. My eyes.
Oh, is that the new card back for me? Neat.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Elements guide.
This one will be able to kill both. Unfortunately, the overload will make me unable to play a 5, but that's shaman life.
Tazdingo!
Oof.
Yes! Sometimes I forget things.
I have to think about whether or not to hit this. It's kind of close.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
This is not looking very good. Which 5 drop do I play? Probably Silver Hand Knight.
My eyes.
Oh my gosh. Probably Earth Elemental. This overloads me for 3, so I have 4 the next turn. Thank goodness I drew Tazdingo, I guess. Are you going to do things like starting a new free-to-play series now that you've achieved High Legend? No, because I have to continue to gain BlizzCon points for the remaining months, since I didn't gain any points January, February, March, or April.
I am ready.
Okay, that's one of the better ones I could have gotten. Nice. Face. This isn't good because it'll just get killed by that. I guess I should do the damage. Yeah. I can't hit that twice, though. It's okay, it's okay. A loss to begin still doesn't mean I can't get 12 wins. That deck was pretty good. We're still good. We're still good. 5, 9, 13.
Elements guide me. Well played. You win this.
We're just going to go into the easy bracket as well.
Throw versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
For Doomhammer.
This opening's pretty good. Coin tank into Shattered Sun. Pretty hard to deal with a 3-4 on turn 2.
Greetings.
Okay, so you took a good card. Unless it's the coin. Kind of the dream is he took Spider Tank, and then he plays Spider Tank to my Spider Tank, and I Shattered Sun Cleric his Spider Tank. Well, my Spider Tank. And then Spider Tank his Spider Tank. It's pretty nice.
Death does not scare me.
Okay.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Face. So we've got choices here. Option 1, make it a 2/7. I have no good 3-drop. Whirling Zappo. Option 2, hit, Stormforged Axe. I sack my 2 guys, but I get a random guy. Hex should be better than, Stonewind Knight could also play. Get a 2/1 at the end. It's good enough to hex.
Push forward.
If he had traded, then I would have very easily traded. It's kind of close.
I've got a huge card.
Elements guide me. I can't do that.
Could have gotten Deathwing. Yeah, Deathwing to Earth Elementals. It was tempting. It was definitely tempting. Alright, I have an axe, so I think Hungry Dragon is super good here.
The shadow engulfs us.
Elements
Axe utility. Deathwing no longer has anything to fear. Have you confirmed what rank you finished at May? Well, for the month of May, when I checked 30 seconds before the season ended, I was rank 19. So I'd be surprised if I wasn't. But that's an unofficial. Alright, hit. No, probably play the champion. If I play a champion, I could do this, but this makes sense.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Our Yeti is not as good anymore now that 4 drops like Hungry Dragon are available.
Let the pain speak to me.
Well, it's become less important to get Yetis because there's like Shredders, there's Hungry Dragons, and there's Yetis now. And there's mechanical Yetis. So, there's a lot more possibilities. I think that's the fair thing to say. Yeti is still a great card though, of course. Wait, do I have lethal? 6, 12, 17, 18, 20... No. I knew I was thinking of trading for a moment. Crackle, crackle.
Well played.
Well played.
Wait, the other 2 are 60 golds, right? There.
Thrall versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
For Doomhammer!
Pint-sized summoner into Stormwind Knight. Amusing, but probably wrong. Might not have been bad. Like, in theory, I play the Knight, I play the Summoner, he plays a 3-2, I play the Knight, and then steamroll from there, but it's too risky. What is the most reliable class in Arena? Realistically, the classes are close enough that you can pick whatever you want. People will tell you Mage and Paladin, though. What do you think of Hungry Dragon in Arena and Constructed? In Arena it's quite good, in Constructed it turns out that the minion you give them can sometimes hurt too much.
No, stupid!
I think I have to crackle that. Crackle into, yeah. Use the coin. Crackle into Summoner into, possibly Silverhand Knight. That would be really good if he somehow doesn't put out a threat to deal with this. He would be falling into the trap of coin 2-drop with no 2-drop. Oh, please don't top deck a 2. That's a 2. And that's a 2-3. Even worse. Play this in combination with Earthshock to take out the 2-3. What is the best tip you have for a free-to-play player? Watch the Trump Teachings series. See what class you like best out of those, and then good decks to evolve into include Zoo, Mech Mage, and just Druid. I think those are good basic decks. Wow.
Attend me.
Ready, sir.
Coming through.
Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Maybe he thinks like this stealth taunt is OP. Yeah.
What you looking at?
Oh man. Oh man! Oh, disaster for him. Oh boy. Whoop out.
If you insist.
Coming through.
What to do?
My shield for Argus.
Face. And probably Bloodlust for the trades here. Can do the Earthshock. Wait, do I win? 4-6-8. Okay. Oops.
If you insist.
Coming through.
That was a comical game.
Thrall versus Uther.
I will fight with honor for Doomhammer.
Okay, so it's gonna be Axe into Coin Tank because of the overload into Shieldmaster. It's a good curve.
Reporting for duty. Elements guide you.
Probably Avenge, based on nothing happening there. No Noble Sack, no Redemption.
I wonder.
Let the pain speak to me.
Now it's either eye for an eye, or it's avenge. Tis usually avenge of the two. Would you agree that the 3 decks with the highest skill ceiling to learn are Freeze Mage, Patron Warrior, and Handlock? I'd put Oil Rogue up there too. The interesting thing though is Freeze Mage, Patron Warrior, and Oil Rogue all play similarly in types of style and outlook, so that if you get good at one of them, it tends to carry over to the other decks. I myself have not been too great at that combo style of deck. The Freeze Mage, the Patron Warrior, the Oil Rogue type. Alright, so we really hope to get the spell damage here. Now I have to... One of the goals would be kill both of them at the same time.
What to do?
If I kill one of them, the other one becomes a 7/7, which is pretty scary. No point of playing the egg. So I guess it's totem and then see if it's spell damage. If it is, we take a different line. If it isn't, we play the spider tank.
To battle!
And I think I start softening these guys up. One totem's pretty good. Many 4/5s.
Follow the rules.
One, 4, 6. So this one first. 1, 3, 6. How useful is the spell damage? It's pretty useful. I almost always hex the one that... Yeah, it's better than playing the egg, and the crackle... I actually could play crackle. I think I need a totem though.
I wonder.
I'm running out of stuff to play after all. That's too bad that one of the crackled one. It's mostly okay.
Guide me.
Running out of stuff here, but I do have 2 Earth Elementals and Deathwing left. Dragon.
Reporting for duty. You call that a weapon?
Elements guide me.
Wow, these are some really strong cards. I think we're donezo here.
wonder.
I'll play this first, then the totem, then the egg, then the crackle. Okay, now we actually have to crackle this one. Wapow! Tough game. It's okay, we're in the 2 loss bracket now. I can still make it to 12. Right? Right? Yeah?
Thrall versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
For Doomhammer.
Wow, we got all the heavy hitters this game.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, and a 3-drop, which means I can coin out the Silver Hand and then go into Earth Elemental. Earth Elemental on 5 means on 6 I have 3, which goes into Feral Spirit. Huh, unfortunately. Spider Tank, it takes both of those, and then the next turn I could... Oh, stupid overloads. Oh, I could do Feral Spirit, and then next turn Abusive, and then the turn after that do a 5-drop.
What to do?
Maybe Spider Tank into Silverhand Knight is right, though. Maybe just Totem. Totem Abusive Sergeant. Oh, that makes sense because... no, then the 4/4 just dies to those two. No, that's fine. I'll make that play. I can't overload into my 5 with Silverhand Knight, and then I do really want to play... Okay. Hopefully Taunt.
Get in there, fight, maggot!
Oh, that's one of the best ones. Darn. Play changes again, though. Well, or... Next turn I have 2 mana. 7, 8.
I wonder.
Or just simply play Silverhand Knight and allow the 2/2 to help with the 5/6. But if he has Consecration, then he takes out my guys, I have nothing. I think we play one of these. Maybe he plays Puddle Stomper. That's the dream. Do you agree with the Reddit thread about Shaman and the Overload mechanic? I think Overload is a... I mostly agree. I think Overload is a benefit. But it's less of a benefit than Blizzard originally thought. That's why they moved to make a card like Fireguard Destroyer, which is clearly a lot better.
Let me think.
And doesn't treat Overload that seriously. Like, has that much of a benefit. So... yeah. I certainly don't think it's a drawback, Overload. Well, I mean, it is a drawback, but if priced appropriately, then it's not. The problem with a card like Feral Spirit and Constructed is it's a 5 mana 4/6, which just doesn't cut it. This is an 8 mana 7/8, etc., etc. Bomber.
I wonder.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Still just looking for that Puddle Stomper.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, goody. Mad Bomber Valley. Probably Valley.
You call that a weapon?
Oops.
Reporting for duty.
Overload 3 means next turn I have 5. And if I play this as well, I overload 4, which on 8 is 4. Might be okay. I'd rather only overload for 1. Or only for 3, so I can play the Silver Hand Knight. If I overload for 4, I guess Spider Tank, Hungry Crab isn't that bad a play. That's fine.
Elements guide me.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Or I go Feral Spirit and Hungry Crab. Yeah, that makes more sense. No, that's convenient.
Elements guide me.
Oh! Pass?
me think.
I'll put it on your tab.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Ah, yes. Two, 5, 8.
Elements guide me.
Full belly.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
11, 12, 14 plus 15 is a lot. Get him, crab.
Thrall versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, the elements will destroy you.
There's the question, how did he even get a hungry crab for someone who joined in late? Alright, boy, that's quite the story, isn't it? Hungry Dragon gave me Web Spinner, which gave me Hungry Crab, and then I played a Hungry Dragon, which gave him a Murloc, which activates Hungry Crab. That's quite a series.
Greetings, friend.
You shall not pass.
Greetings, friend.
I haven't drawn Deathwing yet, have I? But there's a question of Deathwing was never really used on ladder in the past. Is it solely because of the dragon synergy that we're seeing more use of him? Or is he a good card that nobody really noticed before? No one's using Deathwing still. Other than a very unusual Fibonacci who really wants to put it into Dragon Warrior. It's used very rarely because 10 mana is too much for almost any card. But especially for a card which puts you quote-unquote all in, you have nothing afterwards. That is a really rough start for me. That is some brilliant usage of Shield Bearer and Cavol Geomancer. And Flame Tongue. Oh boy. Wow. 4.
Hurry up! Portals online!
4, 6, 8. He can actually take out my guy with just those two guys. Kind of have to, though. At least it uses 2 of his guys in the coin. It's kind of still bad.
sir. Let me get that.
Elements guide you. My eyes are open.
Let me get that.
What? Oh my gosh. It's so bad the Earth Elemental just trades against a Feral Spirit. Alright.
Wanna blow something up?
Elements guide me.
I think this really is less of a this deck is bad and more of a the opponent's decks are insane. Oh, it's actually not lethal, is it? Yes, it is. You could possibly mess it up. I mean, I actually could have played Dark Iron Wolf and then it wouldn't be lethal.
My shield.
I guess I'm kind of dumb. It's not like playing Dark Iron Wolf would have caused me to win that.
Well played. Well played.
Oops. Well, that arena run was a lot quicker than expected. Welcome back to arena. Let's try again. No druid, so we'll put it up to a vote again. Alright. Votes are in. People didn't get enough of my Warlock play. Played hundreds of games of Warlock, so they want me to play Warlock in Arena. Makes sense. Let's go.
Embrace the shadow.
Probably Abomination. But I might be able to justify some other card. Maybe an egg. And then I start drafting more towards egg. Mistress of Pain. That card just doesn't do enough, I think. Praise the egg. I believe in it. Abomination's kind of the safer pick. This is pick one. Usually I'll get some buff cards. I like this card a lot. Take the standard good cards. It's kind of an egg activator. Also, the other two are bad. Direwolf Alpha. It's an egg activator and the other two aren't great. Direwolf Alpha again. Floaty. Imp Gang. We kind of got a zoo here. Oh man. Do we go full egg? And the other two aren't great. I think we go full egg. Dragon Egg, one of the worst cards rated in Arena. But even the humble eggs can be good if you happen to get the cards to work with them, maybe. Kind of. I'm dumb. We'll try it. It's bad. Force Tank Max or Sense Demons to draw Imp Gang bosses and Floating Watcher. Probably Force Tank Max. Mountain Giant. It is Warlock. It's not as bad. Grumble, grumble. What a disaster. Coil's good. This entire deck is a disaster so far. Elven Archer. Ooh. More hungriness. Alright, we're starting to get some mid-range cards. Vugil or Voidwalker or Gurubashi Berserker. Kinda need more beef at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have so many at early game. Kind of has to be the later game. Commando or War Golem? Yeah. I think War Golem just because I need bigger stuff. The 2 damage just kind of tickles. Hellfire. Yeah. Inferno. Flame Imp? Flame Imp's pretty good. Keeps up the aggression. Silverhand. Lost Tall Strider, sure. Azure Drake. Alright, the last picks kind of shored up the deck to not be incredibly bad. Wait, how many egg activators did I get? 1, 2, 3. Hellfire, 4. Inferno activates this egg. This will be amusing. Alright, welcome to subs while you guys guess. Thank you, that Norwegian guy, Stefan. Richard, Norwegian guy, has been here 6 months, thank you. Richard, with 3 months, Ghost version 2, 13 months, thank you so much. Fabian. Wait, is that the Fabian? Oh my gosh. Vertex, thank you for subbing for a year. Milk Snatcher, 6 months with Valutan, thank you. Alpha Adam with 10. Skillas, Sparky. This is the 03 Police. And Belthedon, thank you for 9 months with Valutan. Don't worry, guys, this one won't go 03, probably. Alright, so I think that this deck will go. It's got a lot of early game. It's a little zoo-ish. Can capitalize on the early game with these. Hungry Dragon is a little bit better because I have the early game to clear the 1-cost minion. 2 Imp Gang bosses is quite good. Have the fuel at the end with 2 Azure Drake, Floating Watcher, Gurubashi, Silverhand, Dread Inferno, Pilot, Skeleton, Morgul, Force Tank, Max, Mountain Giant. Yeah, it's a pretty good balance of mana curve. Some slightly unexceptional cards, some cards that'll require some work. It's nothing insane. After my massive previous failure, I think I'll be a little bit more timid here. I don't think this deck is exceptional in any way. I'm not even sure if it's good. If I wanted to be optimistic, I would perhaps guess. Let's see. If on average I'm getting about 70%, then 7. I think this deck can perform to my average. So I'm going to guess 7. Let's go. Yeah, let's see. If a boss dragon.
Gul'dan versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine!
Alright, what a great hand. As a note to those on the YouTubes, I will not be avoiding the usual answering of unrelated Twitch questions while I'm playing here, so let me know whether that's good, bad, etc. Because usually I tend to focus the arena runs on strictly arena-related commentary. Oh man, please. Oh well, good play. By him. Praise the egg. It's here.
Handle it!
Nice basic curve here.
My shield for Argon.
Based on your success with the 5-minute delay, will you be enjoying this more often? Near the end of the season, I did start making a 5-minute delay for my constructed stream. Hey, there it is again. It kind of helped. I mean, it can only help, but it's not important enough. I do think that being able to respond actively is important. And I'll only do it near the end of the season, if it's close. Or at really high ranks, I guess. Certainly not for Arena, which is not high stakes enough to justify that.
Squire, attend me.
For those watching on YouTube who may not be familiar with what a delay is, on Twitch, usually everyone sees things exactly as they happen, so it is possible for other people to tune in and like see my cards and hear my thought process and whatnot. But them's the downsides of being a streamer.
To battle!
Just me and Mr. Fight.
Do you think Hearthstone will ever let people exchange or sell cards for gold dust? Oh, you mean for gold? I don't think so. I think their system is fine. Works out well for them. No real reason to change it. Alright, Alger Drake, Loot Hoarder, I suppose.
Mind if I roll me?
Problem is Dragon Egg does nothing. How are you today? I'm doing great. Just finished the month, well, finished last month with my first BlizzCon points in the bank, and looking forward to being more talkative after kind of not being talkative for a while. Um, 13-12. Floating Watcher, tap egg. Gives me a 6/6. Maybe just Floating Watcher, Imp Gang boss. This card has the potential to be really good, but I don't think I have the time to make it that good. So Senpai will notice this more. Correct. What are the best arena cards per class? Mage's #1 card would be Flame Strike, but what do the other classes have that are staples in an arena deck if you come across them? For that I recommend Hearth Arena, where you can actually see their tier list. It's a mouthful to say all of them. Interesting. He didn't kill off the... Okay, that makes sense.
I wonder.
No, this actually makes that buffer also. Okay, so 6, maybe 7, 9? No, on this one, of course.
Out and round on
Yes. In your opinion, what is the worst arena class in general? In my opinion, it's all close enough that it doesn't matter, but I'm a man of statistics, so I would simply go to Google and type in arena stats, which would give me the results that Warlock has the lowest win rate, and then I would say that one.
So many possibilities.
Bring out your dead.
6, 8, 9. Gotta tap, even though it feels very uncomfortable to do so. Okay, that it's kind of something. Hey, the egg's here. I'm gonna actually mount a comeback from this. Oops. Whatever. His trading makes the game more comfortable for me.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Kind of sad, but actually I should just push for damage. With only 4, there's very few cards that'll actually kill me, if any.
So many possibilities.
I was thinking of activating the egg and whatnot, but Vigo.
I wonder.
Hey, my first dragon whelp. Welp.
Gul'dan versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Are you playing Arena now as a tortoise and hare tactic for ranking? It's less of that, more of... I know that people are interested in seeing Arena things as well, and the start of the season tends to be like the hardest for ranking up, so it makes sense to play a bit of Arena anyways. Like, if I were to play Arena, this would probably be the best time to do so. So that's why I'm choosing now to do it. The first of the month. Is Santorin a new TSM member? Relatively. You can feel free to look him up. A new addition, yes, but yeah, he's a relatively new addition to the League team.
Who you want me kill?
Mind if I roll knee?
Did you watch Game of Thrones last night? No. We'll cut out that question. Yes. Against a face hunter with no other minions, would you rather kill a 1-1 beast or a 2-1 beast? Like most answers, it depends. In this case, it depends a lot based on what your health total is. I have the acidic swamp ooze, but it's better to play this on curve. You might not use the eagle horn bow. Any interest in Heroes of the Storm? Yeah, passing interest.
The light does not discriminate.
Blizzard game. Of course I would have interest in it. I have played it a bit. It's improved a lot since I last played it. I played it relatively early in the beta. Three, 5, 6.
One shot, one kill.
What is your favorite Civ in Civ 5? Mine is the Inca. Well, when I played Civ 5, I tended to play in multiplayer games. And in those games, everyone typically randomed their Civ. So I became familiar with that, just random Civ. I think there are some obvious Civs which are stronger than others. If I were to say my favorite, I suppose it would be Rome, just because I like building a lot of cities.
I shall not save you.
Yeah, how convenient.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I think playing one big thing is my best chance here. One thing that both of those can't kill. It's kind of rough though.
I hear you got a problem.
Alright, that's one of the best case situations. he didn't have an answer to this guy. If he had an answer to this guy, I'd just lose. But in a situation where I had to take a chance, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Yikes. 11, 13. I have very few comeback mechanisms. So to some extent I have to race him. 11. If I give him 4-7-2, the Nubian egg is too slow, so it's not going to be useful at all. So it's always going to be 5 and 4. This card is probably too slow, so it's always going to be this card and this card. I hate playing this card because it gives him something for that card, but it's just all around terrible.
To my side.
Well played.
I don't talk about ongoing TV shows because of the presence of spoilers. I know people hate this.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
Will you ever review the Nax GVG Blackrock Mountain cards for Arena Valley like I did with the others? I think there are other sources out there who do it well enough that I don't need to. Man, that's a curve. It's so bad. In the great chicken above, I trust. No. Rewarded.
Is someone injured?
Are you watching any anime this season? I haven't really caught up to the cool ones that this season has, but what I have been, well, actually, over the last few weeks, I've been catching up on the entire season of Kuroko no Basco. I'm actually caught up to where it is now, which would be the present season, I suppose. Which egg do I want to bust? Probably this one. Kuroko no Basket, rather.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
I've also been watching Wolf and Spice, which was suggested because I like business and it's a anime based off of some amount of business. Finished the first season of that and I'm watching the second, though I'm not in love with it. It's kind of I feel obligated to watch because I already watched so many episodes of it and it's not terrible. Oh man, egg value. Alright.
Sustenance.
Whelp Valley. I definitely should have thought about playing this card before the break. My error.
Mind if I roll knee?
So this would be a 2-1, I'd have another 1-1. Yeah, that would be better. I made sure to put this to the right of this because I thought having something with 5 attack might be good. Turns out that's correct. Small plays.
I smell blood.
Give me that!
What did you think of Akame got kill? It was amazing at the start and they suddenly rushed it. I thought it was really good. I have an anime list, you can see it in the Twitch info page. I believe I gave that anime a 10.
It's clobbering time.
Would you play ranked mode if there was nothing on the line, like those are BlizzCon points? I would be more inclined to do the free-to-play stuff then. 5, 7, 9, 11...
Hey, give me that!
BlizzCon points definitely affect my behavior of Constructed by quite a lot. At this point though, like, it's also a really good resource for tournament practice, so yes, I would play.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Yeah, 1, 2, sure.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
How much money have you spent on this game, honestly? Well, honestly, it's about $70. I could have spent 0, but when I first started out Hearthstone and I was just not going to buy anything, people donated me money and said, yo, buy some packs. And I was like, okay, sure. I can earn it all eventually anyways. Now I have spare, but... Yep. But I mean, I do play a lot, of course. A lot. I'm playing this hand like Hamlock because of the presence of one mountain giant.
Tazdingo! Yes! stupid!
Darn. Me without my Molten Giants to follow up this line of play.
Stop yelling! Slippery!
Truth is my shield.
I believe you said that your most recent version of Midface was based on other Legend players' decklist. Who was it? I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I could look it up. You'd have to give me a moment. Hopefully I remember too. That's a lot of damage. I'll definitely want to Demon Fire this. Have no taunters. Can't get past this.
Possibilities.
I'm in a real bad spot. 2, 3. Whack of this. Now 2, 2.
So many possibilities.
It'd have to be a coin also. Wait. 2, 2, 1, 1. Oh. This is gonna be the most valuable discard I've seen in a long time.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
How long have you been playing the piano for? Approximately a decade. How do you think someone with 0 Hearthstone hours but hundreds from your channel/YouTube would do in game? I'd expect you'd be able to pick up the game rather quickly. Like if you were... It depends on how much focus they were paying to the game, like while I was playing, and their extent of trying to learn. Like you certainly could hit Legend on your first month of playing. I think. And if you're talking arena, I think you could average 6 wins, which is like a what is it, 66% win rate? On your focus, depends. Seven. I have absolutely nothing that gives taunt. We're in a bad spot. Hopefully Priest doesn't have 2 damage.
Mind if I roll knee?
Behold the might of Stormwind! Well played.
Well played.
This is kind of reminding me of that Shaman run. Was there any consideration to throw the imp into the Akanai to prevent Circle Akanai killing the golem? There was 0 consideration of that.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine!
Turn 1 egg, turn 2 alpha. It's not really good. It's actually reasonable. I'll do that. The problem is against something which is just a 1/3. I cannot actually pull that off. I think I'll possibly go into Coin Imp Gang Boss into Demon Fire instead. This Mountain Giant won't see play. It's too slow to tap for it, I think. It'll see play later on. Perhaps. Are you a big greeter? No. Or it depends, depending on your perspective. I read a lot of online Reddit, basically. Which links to all sorts of things. Books? Nada. Not that there's anything wrong with reading books. Reading books is awesome. If I had the time.
No, take candle.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
To battle!
This pressure is real.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Total destruction.
Get in there and fight, maggot! Get in there and fight, maggot!
Ah. 260. To be fair, even without the BGH, I was looking like I was going to lose this game. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a disaster. Well then. I thought I was only going to two arenas today, but I'll do one more. Oh my gosh, no druid yet. My precious quest. Alright, mage, hunter, or shaman? Okay, the people have spoken. Looks like people want me to win. Your winning edge is kind of misplaced, because I do think the classes are close enough. But hey, if it was a tournament, I would pick Mage. Actually, I would pick Paladin. Probably. Something. Here we go.
Magic will prevail.
Alright. For YouTube folks out there, usually in my arena runs, I stick to arena-related commentary. But I'm going to try easing up a bit and just treating it more open question time and like just answering people more in chat and like Twitch chat. For those of you who don't watch Twitch. Here we go. We start with that, and of course let me know whether you like that, you don't like that, etc. Questing adventure over those Garbo cards. Urubar Weblord over those Garbo cards. Creeper is pretty good. So is the other one. Acolyte with Pain and Mage, sure. Water. Raging Worgen or Arcane Intellect. It's kind of close. I'm gonna go with the Raging. Fireball. Mech Warper over the other. Maybe I'll get some mech synergy, even if not, it's kind of fine. Chugga. Teacher, sure. Pyro. I think this is one of the most overrated cards. I think I've said that in a lot of the arenas. Especially nowadays, though. But compared to the other two, bah. Not getting great cards here. Getting like the second string cards. The Jungle Panthers. The Argent Squires. We'll go jungling then. Mana Worm? Sure. It's not great in this deck. Ah, it's the third Arcane Intellect I have to pass up. It's kind of painful. But I mean, that card's actually good. Mech Yeti. Oh boy. Clockwork Giant is quite bad in Arena. South Sea Deckhand is a 3/3. Probably better than Spellbender, which sometimes doesn't do anything. It's kind of close. Go with the Volcanic Drake since I have a duplicate already. Hey, Arcane Intellect. This doesn't look like your standard Swarm. I think June1 Champion is less good than I've given it credit for in the past. But actually I have a bunch of minions. This is kind of a swarmy deck. Fine. Matter Bomber. Ugh. Clockwork Gnome, Arcane Explosion. Which one will it be? I do have Mech Warper. This is dumb. It is what it is. I have had so many Arcane Explosion possibilities. Mad Bomber, sure. Ogre. Da. Gilbin or Annoyo. It's gotta be Gilblin. There's not max synergy here. It's too weak, I think. Hey, Shredder. No pirates. Will it be the missiles or will it be the 2-3? Or will it be Dragon's Breath? Probably Dragon's Breath. It's a card I haven't gotten to try out much, and I don't really have that much burn. And I have very little late game. Not that that's late game. Well, hopefully it isn't. Mana Worm. I don't have very many spells, do I? Arcane Elect, Duplicate, Fireball, Dragon's Breath. Is that it? The spare part. Then I go with another Hunt Creeper. And finally Kodo. I do have a pirate. Oh, I do. It doesn't matter. The other card's still probably better. So kind of non-exciting arena. No Flame Strike, no Water Elemental, no Flame Cannon, Frostbolt, Polymorph, yada yada. But I do have the Fire Blast ability and what is this? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. The 3-drop slot is way too heavy, and there are some mediocre cards in this deck, like Clockwork Gnome. Mana Worm is going to not be very good in this deck. Nearbar Weblord. Questing Adventure. I do have a rather early curve, so this could actually be reasonable. South Sea Deckhand. Lack of late game. It's got Champion, Drake, Ogre, Kodo, Bomber. That's not late game. Pyroblast. I guess this is kind of a rushy deck then. I think it is below average of an arena draft. Let you guys finish up your voting while I welcome as a subs. We're just burning through these arenas today. Padster. Trumpfu. Hayek. Thank you for 6 months of sub. Alsterge. And a Grand Crusader. Alright, I guess 6. Let's go.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
6 is pretty pessimistic, especially for my guesses. It's just got... It's a different style. Where I'm just going to have... I mean, if you control the board early, you're usually doing pretty well. I just have to control the board with, like, not so great stuff, and I usually don't have that many things to follow it up. And I just remembered, I said I had no water elementals, but I actually do have one. Must have been really early in the arena. It's not that bad. Maybe I should have guessed 7. This has got a lot of vanilla cards. No flair to it. But hey, vanilla cards sometimes do it. It's slightly below average vanilla. Nah, I'm okay with my guess. It's fine. Wow. The combo. The Pirate's Code. Or this one, because then if he coins out a, yeah, we can Fire Blast. 5 health minion. Would you consider Water Elemental as one of, if not the best 4-drop minion in the game? Certainly one of the best ones. In Arena, yes. In Constructed, tends to get outshined by Piloted Shredder. One of the best, though, certainly.
Pay attention, class. Instruction begins.
It's kind of the fear of this deck. Plays out its swarm, runs out of cards, doesn't have any late game to follow it up. But in Arena, a lot of the important part is making sure you don't lose by the mid game.
You call that a weapon?
Let's start collecting cards. Those other cards aren't really strong enough to justify playing, but we're drawing a card, I think. I almost considered Fire Blasting the 1/1, but having the 1/1 out is probably good for me. I mean, it's early enough that he might not sack it, and I could draw another card. Him having the 1/1 out is actually not good for me, unless he blunders. What do you think the Hearthstone expansion will be, the next one? I have no idea. I should put that in the FAQ. No one has any idea. You can't predict, like, goblins versus gnomes, for example. I think eventually there might be an Encourage expansion. Or like the Troll expansion. The whatever that place is. Could be like a Cataclysm expansion, a Death Knight expansion. Dark Moon Fair, that's a good one. Panda related, that's also entirely possible. Zul'Gurub, that's right. Ulduar, yeah, that's a thing too.
Mind if I roll knee?
You could have the, whatchamacallit, the Time place. The Time Caverns. Oh man, my Warcraft lore is escaping me. I've gotten to the point where I know the concepts, but I've forgotten the actual names. Caverns of Time, right. That one. 3 doesn't always equal 2, so I'm going to hold off on the Fire Blast for now.
Why do you call? Trust the pirate's code.
From the junkie.
4, 8, 11, 15, 18, 19, 20, 26. Whip out. Can you Shadow Flame a 0 attack minion? Sure.
Jaina versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
This card's quite good against Pala. Have you ever played Clicker Heroes? No. Please bless me with your love. Sure. Consider yourself blessed.
Wanna blow something up?
Padster. This bomber, though, he doesn't get any of my love. It's just too sad.
Let the pain speak to me.
Reporting for duty.
Bring the pain.
This Dragon's Breath, I think it's going to cost a 0 the next turn. I was tempted to Fire Blast the Acolyte, but I think that's too slow.
Magic detected.
What's your favorite role in Mafia? I like playing the vanilla town role the most. No responsibilities, you just try to solve the game. It's fun. But I like all the rolls. I think I just start with Matter Bomber, and then we see where it goes from there. This is always going here, though, so I guess I might as well do this first. No matter what the disaster.
Did someone say bomb?
Wow, that's actually pretty good. Good job, Matter Bomber. No, and drew Clockwork now, which is a freebie. Oh my gosh, Dragon's Breath still costs. Oh my god.
Job's done.
You're right, no consecration. Alright, Dragon's Breath is costing 0 for sure this turn. Faux show, faux show. And it has the perfect target. Huh. Actually, maybe it's not casting 0. Could cost 3. 1, 4, 2. 2, 5, no. Oh, this though. Ugh. Maybe I start with this. No, I can't. 1, 3, 6. No, this doesn't cause any. 2, 5.
I wonder.
Probably the preferred target. Probably. Yes, it is. Well, it turns out Dragon's Breath costs cheap, but no good target.
For the crusade!
Do you think Druid Beast deck is viable yet? You could probably form something to get the legend with it, but I don't think it's the best version of Druid now. Turns out that 5 mana 7/7s just isn't fair enough. I mean, isn't unfair enough.
Shields off. Red alert.
So that's 4. in order to win from here, I have to keep him constantly frozen and then not take 2, which means on this next turn I can only do this. It's really hard. I have 3, 4, 7, 13, 17. It's not anywhere near good enough. This absolutely has to go face. I have no solution to Tiger. Ripperoo. That's premature. Have a well played. Grr.
Well played.
Good blizzard.
Jaina versus
Even if you don't
Jaina.
play at BlizzCon, are you still going to go? Yeah, I'll probably still go.
Tear you apart.
It's kind of the convention which is most suited to me. And it's in the same state. Have you considered playing a quirky deck like the Major Domo deck, which people took to Legend last season at the start of this season for some fun? Most of my concern is with playing good decks because, 1, I want to gain ranks quickly, 2, it's good practice for tournaments. If I were to think that that deck were tournament worthy, then I would play it. I currently don't think it's tournament worthy. Would you play any fighting games on stream? I feel like you'd be pretty great at any fighting game you put time into. Fighting games are currently one of my weakest categories. Not impossible for me to play them. It's not like I won't play a game just because I'm weak at them. I would happily play Just Dance, for example, if I had the hardware for it. But man, that game, streaming that has some serious hardware requirements. Are you excited for E3? Any specific titles you are hoping for? I'm very disconnected from that type of stuff, so I don't know much about it. Which I suppose is to say that, no, I'm not excited about it. But new games are cool. Do you have fun playing Hearthstone, or is it about efficiency for you? I do have fun playing it. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. I get that question a lot, like, you play Hearthstone so much. Do you still like it? How do you not get burnt out? It's a fun game. It's challenging. Last month was my first glimpse at success. Goes to show the very high curve of learning. I've got a really big goal in my sights. Getting enough points for BlizzCon. It's pretty sweet.
For the king.
It's motivating and it's fun. I'm sure dying pretty quickly. That's convenient. Two Taz Dingo. I'll give him this, I guess.
I wonder. Time runs out on me.
Okay, not that card. It's probably good for me.
Job done. Tazdingo!
When you first started streaming, did you ever think you'd become as popular as you are? Everyone hopes, and everyone dreams. I would hope that people would hope and dream. You can never count on success, but
Behold the might of
it's nice that it happened. Alright, I'll play around Flame Strike as best as I can. Probably good enough to do this. If he Flame Strikes and I deal him 2, 6, 8, 10, 14, he's at 19. I have 2, 4, 8, 14. So that'll work out. So Flame Strike isn't to be feared. That's the process to reason out Flame Strike. I'm also one off of Fireball plus Fire Blast, so looks like everything is barely in my favor here. Barely. Uh-oh. That Fire Blast. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness he doesn't have Fireball. Okay. Hey, we might actually see that useless card be played this turn, this game.
What to do? What to do?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
At a Flame Strike range, this thing survives currently. Putting this out of Flame Strike range means he has to Fire Blast this one and not this one. Why not Violet Teacher into Arcane? Because I really wanted to play Shattered Sun Cleric. Wow. 11, 15, 17, 19. Oh, oh. Ha. Close.
Well played.
When does Trump know for sure what rank he finishes? They usually post the rankings about the 5th of the month, so I'd expect around then.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
You shall not pass.
Are you going to use a 5-minute delay when you're climbing back to legend, or just when you're climbing the legend ranks? I'll only put it on when I'm when it's in the later half of the month and I'm high legend.
I hope you like my invention.
I might have shied away from a play like this in the past, because he has the 1 plus the 1, but the tempo is important. And it's hard to see questing adventure getting much more value. Yeah, it's so much better talking to present Trump than past Trump.
We must cleanse
I
the
think so.
Sunwell.
He could just block out the player name, opponent name. Yeah, that might work if people didn't know Trump was a streamer. And if I wasn't playing on the account with Trump.
I wonder.
Pretty simple.
What to do?
Will I ever see you prison Trump again? It's likely. Rumor has it that he's going to be heading up the Grand Theft Auto adventure
I wonder.
someday.
I must safeguard the land.
Since ranks don't update if you finish a game after midnight on the final day, isn't it possible for someone to queue at a high rank minutes before reset and win quickly, or if they are about to lose, just stall until reset? Yes, that is a thing. I think people generally know about that at this point.
I wonder. Sometimes I forget things.
Time waits for no one. My shield for Argus!
Alright, so that kills 2 guys, so I can do a 4 and a 4. Pretty nice.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I am ready.
To Northrend!
Well played.
Well played.
The Doomsayer dream. He went for it at least.
For the Alliance!
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. My magic will tear you apart.
Alright, that can actually be kept. It kind of has synergy. So Mech Warper on 2, and then I play this if it's appropriate, I play this if this does, and then I follow this up with this coin.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, V.
Drag no stupid!
Powering up. Portals online.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Alright, good old Shattered Sun value.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
There'd be a dragon lurking in his hand. Coin matter. Alright. Wow. Yes. No. 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 Darn.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Let the pain speak to me.
We're running out of gas soon. Gotta refuel. At least I have this card, and I have that card. Fireball can't melt water. I will want to play the Clockwork with the Stormwind champ.
What to do? What to do?
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I am ready.
Do you ever get the chance to hang out with other TSM members? Yeah, just last month I went to LCS. Some kind of finals, which TSM wanted. It was a good day. It was fun. The TSM guys are very cool. On June 2nd, I am flying out to the Burbank ESL tournament, and I get to meet my fellow TSM Hearthstone member, Kriparian. Let's see, Intellect, Panther, Ogre. Ogre Panther. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of Flame Strike. That's tough life. And we're destroyed. And it's gone. One of those situations where if I don't play into Flame Strike, I'll lose the game eventually. So play into it and lose the game to Flame Strike. Too bad.
For the Lich King!
Well played. You win this.
Today is not a very good arena day.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. My magic will tear you apart.
After seeing you on Reynad's stream, I have to ask, how's your Tinder game going? After seeing Reynad on Tinder, I just had to check it out and see what it was like. But I don't believe a program like that is for me. It's just not the right environment, I think.
Do you need a blessing?
I'm not much of a fan of the, like, invite a random person into, like, for coffee or to a bar type of thing. Like, at the very least, you gotta have some kind of profile first.
Clobbering time.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oops. Yeah, that's a good miss for me. Means I can get this. Now this trade is a lot better. Smash or crush, hard choice. What? Good place for duplicate. Both of these cards are great. Do you think your relationship with viewers is what keeps you wanting to play Hearthstone, or do you think you'd even if no one watched? Well, this, when I'm traveling for like a week over to the ESL tournament, I will be playing Hearthstone off stream. I think I'm motivated by the competition. When's your marriage to Morbur taking place? Not anytime soon. I think long distance relationships are foolhardy. Or perhaps not foolhardy, but really difficult. Especially if you haven't met yet. Props to those who can pull it off.
Time runs out on me.
Stampeding Kodo and then trade? Probably. No, I don't have to trade anything.
What to do?
Just Kodo attack phase. The trade protects the wolf, but the wolf is protected by a Fire Blast anyways. Well, it depends on whether or not I Kodo the 2/4. If I don't Kodo the 2/4, I think I go ahead and trade this guy in. Because this is harder to remove. Fine. Can make this a 5/4, which then gets buffed into a 6/5. So this is like a +1/+1. Probably better to save it for the flexibility. Boned or boneless chicken wings? I mean, I like chicken nuggets. Those are boneless, right? I anticipate it's kind of the same thing. Apologies if that's uncultured. For whatever reason. 3, 7, 8, 9.
Give me a quest.
Whoops. Well played.
Huh. Yeah, that was a mistake. Switching the 5 health out because I wasn't sure what this questing adventure would end up as. Didn't realize he would have 2 targets. It does make sense though. What's the best part of chicken, skin, or meat? I like the combination. I don't think I've ever had just one or the other. It's part of a sweet package deal. Superb. Where is that, yeah? I feel like they should have played this card first, but it ended up being better.
Put this apple on your head.
Pay attention, class.
Hurry up! Portals online!
Frogzor! Frogzor!
Can I help you, sir?
This is gonna be a fun Jeeves for everyone.
Let me get back.
Gifts for all. My curve is pretty low, so I think I'm okay with this.
Let me get back.
I'll get into the Pyroblast eventually, so all I have to do is deal him
I've got a huge guy.
5 additional. Could be tough.
Let me get back.
Oh.
Wanna blow something up?
He wants to send the 4-2 into my 3-5. Probably. Unless he's got another AoE.
What to do? What to... Time runs out on me.
Probably doesn't have lethal on me. We'll hit face.
Let me get back.
Well played.
Disaster. Alright. Oh, that's lethal. Crap. 378.
Let me get back.
sadness.
Someday I'll be just like you. Summoning portal open.
Wait, that's it? What a disaster. Wow. Well, those of you who guessed 3 every single time for today's 3 arenas, well, I've gotten some serious cookieage. Wow. That was pretty terrible. Alright, well, Crip says that he's going to not be streaming for this week. I tentatively will be saying the same thing because I'm going to the same place as the Crip. I'll be flying over to the USL studios tomorrow for the Burbank tournament. Tough competition, good luck me. I need to spend today to like prepare and the pack, and most importantly, I'm going to go get a haircut right now. I'll try to find some time to stream. Hopefully. Wish me luck. Those of you who are interested in meeting up at the LA Burbank area, come see the tournament. There's apparently tickets still for the venue itself. I'll give a link, say hi. If you're missing the Trump, you can, the uploads to my YouTube with my climb will continue. Gonna be kind of sad, but we probably will put up these arena runs too. Very sad. Yeah. Do you know what group you're in? I actually don't know. Are groups even a thing? Oh, I should find out. It's pretty important, probably. Let's see, what else am I supposed to say before I leave for a week? I mean, hopefully I'm not going to be without streaming for the week, but it is possible. Oh, that's right. I should see about visiting the Tempo Storm house while I'm there. Maybe. You forget how to play Arena? I don't think so. I mean, I made a few. I think it's possible that I could have gotten, like, turned one of those losses, which I've lost, into a win. The decks I drafted were, like, all below average. The opponent's decks all seemed pretty good. but I don't think there were any serious errors. Let's see. Alright. Thanks for those who are subbing right before I leave. Much appreciated. Got the Crazed Cookie Monster. Etchy Sukachi. Broberg. And leave it to Lewis. See you guys around. Tune into the tournament. Hoping I make it far. Get more of those sweet, sweet BlizzCon points. Wow. Bounce, 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 bounce. See ya. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'd be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet thank you, Alprex, for also subbing.
Sunny day. Keep smiling through.
Such talent when he manages to chat in the stream while she's also streaming herself. I look forward to meeting her. We'll go ahead and host her in the meantime. Enjoy more Hearthstone action.
So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'd be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.